spoiler warning. If you have not watched the latest episode, you may not want to watch this review. So get your ass up off of this video and go get caught up. 2 seconds. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. This episode was more intense than what I was ready for. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, it had a lot of things happening outside of the Reverse Flash storyline of it all. And I'll say this though, before I get to Reverse Flash, I will say that I thought I was pissed off with Barry in the last episode, but I was even more pissed off with him in this episode because he had a even much better opportunity to talk to Patty and at least fess up that he's the Flash, and she even said she would stay if he just told her, just admitted it, that just give her some confirmation of how she put 2 and 2 together. And when she did put 2 and 2 together, I was like, that's my girl, that's my girl. Oh yeah, don't even try to throw her off, Joe. Don't even try to throw her off, because you sound like an idiot right now. I was rooting for Patty to just call, just call bullshit to Joe and confront Barry, and she did. I'm like, yeah. I wish they made her a series regular. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I miss Patty. Oh, I miss her. But I will say this though. I'm glad that she called Barry, at the end of the episode, and then she tricked them into thinking there was something going on the train. Like, oh, there's a guy in the gun, a guy with the gun on the train, and then I said to myself, wait a minute, she's tricking him, isn't she? She's gonna trick him in getting confirmation that he's that he is the Flash. I mean, Lois Lane did that to Clark in Superman 2. She tried, but Clark was smart about that. He didn't turn into Superman. You ought to learn a thing or two from him, Barry. Okay, so to Reverse Flash. So apparently this is a Reverse Flash who is not yet, started his epic, war, this epic ongoing war with the Flash. He has not yet got to that point yet, so this is him in the past, where he doesn't know he doesn't even know the Flash's identity yet and whatnot. So when Flash confronts him, and then he calls him out, he says his name, and then he looks at him like, you know who I am? And I'm like, oh wow. So I guess that explains why he still exists, even though he's, Eddie, even though Eddie killed himself and not wiped, Reverse Flash away from existence. And it was fun to see Eobard Thawne in his true form this time around. And I gotta say, he's still fucking menacing. He's still fucking menacing. I mean, I like that. Where we throw that whole confusion of, ooh, Harrison Wells is Reverse Flash, Harrison Wells is Reverse Flash, even though we know that he's not. But I think the whole him posing at Harrison Wells, that ship sailed. Let's not do that again. Let's have Eobard Thawne as Eobard Thawne. I mean, I've been meaning to say this in my other reviews. I love the bromance between Cisco and Harrison Wells. I mean, I love that how they act like they clearly can't stand each other, but they can't stay away from each other at the same time. It's like they can't live with each other, they can't live without each other. I mean, that is bromance status right there with those two. Oh my gosh. I mean, they ought to have a spinoff about those two. Have a web series just with those two just interacting and annoying the fuck out of each other. I mean, I would love that. So it turns out we're digging deeper into Cisco's vibe powers, and he can vibe into the future. That's what I thought he did. Like when he saw Reverse Flash killing Tina McGee. I'm like, that's got to be a future prediction right there. And then it turned out it was. And And I like how they touched base on that, where you try to prevent something that happens in the future, and then there's some kind of consequence, that comes along with it. They didn't quite do that before, as many times as Flash just went back in time and changed, things that happened. He changed something that went totally south the first time, and he went back to make it right, and then, yep, scot-free. Yep, okay, everything's cool now. But this time, there was a consequence that he had to fix, and I almost thought for a second when he said you had to send him back. I mean, like, send Reverse Flash where? Send him where? You mean back to where he was about to kill Tina McGee? You mean like what? Send him back there to kill her to make things right? Oh, I'm like, no, okay. They have to run around in the little in that room or whatnot to open up the portal to throw Reverse Flash back in where he came from, and yeah, I thought that was gonna go south, but I'm glad it didn't. I mean, it's like Flash is delaying the inevitable. It's like he cannot change, as much as he wants to change what scarred his life, he can't do it, and that's gotta be an unbearable situation for Barry. And oh man, I bet that took everything to get him out of that cell when they had him right then and there. When they had him, I mean, it probably took every fiber of his being to get him out of there. Like, oh man. Whew. But I do like how when they were fighting, when he was chasing Reverse Flash, and Flash has him right where he wants him, and he's speed punching him in the gut. I'm like, whoa. And it's funny how Team Flash is telling Barry, like, don't kill him, just bring him back with you. And like before, I think in previous episodes, or in season 1, they would be like, yeah, you need to kill that motherfucker, and they were willing to kill him, themselves. Oh man, that's funny how the tables turn with everything. But I mean, the whole thing with Iris, saying goodbye to her mom, and Wally, not is reluctant to go say goodbye to her. He just wants to keep, pushing further and further to try to, give her, at least a few more, some more time, buy her some more time. But I mean, that's sad. It tugged my heartstrings. Ain't gonna lie, it did. But shit, I mean, oh man, why did he have to get rid of Patty? Oh my gosh, I mean, I was hoping they would stay together for at least the entire season. Make her a series regular next season. If it got renewed for next season, and oh man. But this episode gets definitely an 8.5 out of 1 to 10. When you think about it, I said this before. The Flash saved the Reverse Flash from ending up in the clutches of Zoom. He did. He did. All right. So feel free to share your thoughts on this episode. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it could have been better? Or you think it was... I don't know. Just, share your thoughts. Now, if you enjoyed my review of this episode, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.